What's up, Brewskis? My name is Marco Dupa.
It's been a while.
With me, as always, is the great and powerful. It's Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
Tonight's brew is a collaboration between St. Bernardus and Weihenstephan.
Oh, Weihenstephan.
It is their Kombine. And Adam's going to have a little bit more about that after the break. Good luck with that cold read.
Okay.
What's on tap for tonight? Well, you're going to be listening to this a couple weeks into the new year, but we still felt it necessary to do our cheers of the year.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you our tops for video games, music, and movies. In that order, actually.
Yeah. Good job. You nailed it.
So before we can do any of that, we got to get into this episode proper. This is episode 481 of the One Beer In podcast. Probably going to need glasses for that.
Now you tell.
I know. I'm sorry.
Lost to be found by someone to save you when you're down. Yes, I'm bored when it's bright out. So bored when it's bright out. 4 to 5 a.m. takes me to a place where I fit in.
So tired. Yes. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Yes. Okay.
All right,
Okay. Hold on. Let me put this bitch on Do Not Disturb.
Don't disturb me.
Don't disturb. No, not yet. People don't respond that fast on Hinge.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, you gotta give it a minute. Sometimes they don't respond at all. Sometimes they unfollow. Sometimes they are unmatched. And sometimes they just leave you on red for the rest of your life. Yep. Pimping ain't easy. All right. This is the One Beer In podcast, the podcast where two brews crack open a brew and we see where that one brew takes us. Obi, you want to tell the people a little bit more about what we're drinking tonight?
I would love to. This is the Kombine 2025, an unfiltered, full-bodied blonde beer bearing a subtle hoppy aroma and a first in many ways for St. Bernardus. A bottom-fermented brew without bottle fermentation. Staying true to the German... I've heard this word a few times. Reinheitsgebot. Reinheitsgebot. Which is the purity law. Yeah.
You don't need to know how to say it to know what it means.
Yes. It features Weihenstephan's yeast and a unique hop blend from both our own and Weihenstephan. It is 6% ABV. And has a cute little art there.
Cute little art there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Clinker.
And drinker.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to grab our highest rated beer. But I don't know what it is because we haven't been keeping up with the checklist.
You know, I think it's best to start this episode with a disappointment, just because we want to get to all the cheers. And that disappointment is me, my friends. I did not keep up with last year's beers.
Well, it's not just you. We both need to be keeping up.
I know. But, I take it upon myself.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's your fault.
I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
So...
I'll absolve myself of all guilt and blame you. It was your responsibility.
You didn't. I'm the sin sponge.
Yeah.
It's my radio name. The sin sponge.
The sin sponge.
So we don't have our top beer of the year this year.
Yeah.
However, I will do my research and I will make sure that it is announced in an upcoming episode. So you will know our beer of the year of 2025.
And this is one of those things that 2026. It's a good year to restart on stuff like
Sure.
this. Get
Yeah.
back into it.
Get back on that bike and
Get
ride,
back
baby.
on that bike and ride. All right. We are going to start with Obi's top picks for video games of the year.
Yes.
Because I only played one game all year, essentially.
I'll let you get to yours. Let me get through my list.
Sure.
And you can have your one moment of spotlight.
Yeah.
Is it considered a 2025 game? It has to be, right?
It's been out for a year, so I think it came out late 2024. Hold on, let me double
It's
check.
all right.
the
It's a live service game.
Yeah.
Still counts. All right. My number 5. Mario Kart World. A game I recently got because I recently got a Switch 2.
Oh.
And it is a lot of fun. I will say it is 5th on my list because I feel like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was such a high mountain to climb for the franchise that's kind of hard to compete with it. And I feel like World isn't quite as good or complete as 8 Deluxe, but I would say it is just as fun.
Yeah.
And it does its own thing in a way, and it has this like big open world, and still a ton of fun to play, whether couch co-op, or online.
That was my coach's name in high school.
Coach co-op.
Coach Co-op.
Real team player.
Ah.
Next up, number 4 is Battlefield 6. Speaking of online gameplay, I think that despite the fatigue of online first-person shooters, Battlefield. Wow, why can't I talk?
I don't know, man.
Battlefield 6 is still the most fun you'll have playing a mainstream first-person shooter online.
Okay.
Put that on my name.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
And obviously, this year we talked about in past episodes that there was really no competition from Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So, recommend, if you're going to go for one of the two, do Battlefield 6.
Go for it.
Number 3.
Number 3.
A game I have not finished yet, but a game that I've put dozens of hours into already. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The game.
The game that has won many a Game of the Year from other publications. I haven't finished it yet, so maybe my opinion will change once I do. It is an excellent game, though, as it stands, and a fun RPG/action RPG that does turn-based in a way that I think would even keep you engaged.
Really?
Yeah. It
Okay.
is still a turn-based combat system, but there's so much involved. Like I would say like the main crux of the combat is actually like your input. So there are two main ways you can defend yourself, which is to block, which ordinarily in an RPG would just be select block.
Yeah.
But in this one, you have to essentially hit the block button at the exact time that the enemy is going to hit you.
Oh.
If you don't, you get hit. So you have to constantly stay engaged with the combat in that way.
Okay.
Or you can make it even harder for you. There's an even smaller window to parry, which obviously allows you to not only block but also attack after you successfully block.
Yeah.
Every enemy has a different attack pattern. So in a way, it's almost like a fighting game. And storyline, very interesting, very unique, cool setup for the world. Stylistically awesome. They definitely take a few cues from Persona, which may be why I'm so into it. But yeah, so far, incredible game. Understand why it's getting all the praise it has been getting. Number 2, Ghost of Yotei.
Of course.
Incredible game. What can be said about it that has not already been said? Just endlessly fun action combat. And, for my money, great story and great performances. And it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
On a PlayStation. So check it out. Finally, number 1 on the list. Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
on the beach.
I feel like this game has been largely forgotten and underrepresented when it comes to Game of the Year season. And I want to change that because I had an incredible time playing this game. I think it takes everything that was good about Death Stranding 1 and improves it. I think the combat's way better. I think the replayability is really high. There's just so much to do and see in that world, and it is absolutely gorgeous. One of the prettiest games I've ever played. Storyline's bananas. There's lots of callbacks to Metal Gear, which is fun as a longtime fan of Metal Gear and Kojima games in general. So, yeah, I mean, it spoke to me and scratched all the itches. So, little mention here, honorable mention for Ball X Pit.
Okay.
I don't know if it's cross or it's just it looks like Ball X
just
Pit.
Ball Pit.
Yeah, it's a an indie game where it's essentially like a brick breaker style game.
Okay.
But there's also like roguelike elements to it. And you level up your character. That's the brick breaker. And you also set up like an encampment and a farm. And there's a lot more involved into it.
What?
But it's all very addictive and fun. And I got it during my trip to Japan. And I've been playing it ever since. It's a really good time.
It's on what? Switch?
It's on everything.
Oh.
So PC, Switch, PlayStation, I'm pretty sure as well. Check it out.
Yeah.
And
is that what you were playing that was driving her crazy on the edge of the bed?
Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, I've made mention of it 1,000 times.
What about you?
So I did check it. It released in December of 2024. So it's, I mean, basically a 2025 game.
Well, grandfathered in.
Yeah. It's Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
It's Marvel Rivals.
Of course.
It's
always been Marvel Rivals.
I am pledging here today.
Yeah.
On this podcast, on this episode 481.
Okay.
That I'm going to try to watch more movies that come out this year. And
you already
definitely
failed.
try to play. No.
Failed.
This year.
You said tried.
I'm going to watch more movies
There you go.
that came out this year, and I'm going to play more games that come out this year so that this list can be more comprehensive, because I know that you guys come and listen to us for these kinds of lists.
Yeah.
And they need to be bigger and better.
Stronger. Yeah.
And so I have failed you guys in that way, because I feel like I can't even really call myself a gamer right now. I don't really game as much as, like, I mean,
A lot of people call that improvement, but it's okay.
No. I want to regress.
Yeah.
I don't want to play less games. I want to play more games.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm doing much else with it. No, I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff, guys.
You got to be doing something.
I'm doing other stuff. I'm rewatching, Attitude Era Wrestling on YouTube. It's mostly.
It's good.
So Marvel Rivals. Excuse me. I mean, it has kept my attention. I think it's a great game. It has its flaws,
Sure.
But I mean, it is constantly being updated, sometimes for good, sometimes for bad. Characters are constantly being added to the game. And the thing is, at this point, Marvel has become so ubiquitous that sometimes you forget that, we grew up on, if you're anywhere in like your mid 30s,
Yeah.
you literally grew up on this stuff. Like some people, they grew up with the movies, and their relationship to Marvel has been the movies and the TV shows that come after that. And,
Yeah.
their only image of these characters is Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, so on and so forth. We actually grew up with this stuff. We had the toys when we were kids. We read the comic books,
Cartoons.
watched the 90s cartoons.
Yeah.
So when they introduce characters like Gambit, for instance, sometimes you get that jolt of nostalgia, and you're like, oh yeah,
Mon ami.
I when I was a kid, like loved Gambit as
Yeah,
a
of
character.
course.
Loved him. Had the toy.
Yep.
You know, watched the TV show. Like he was. You know, so this game is there's like a nostalgia factor there too, because there's obviously like the Iron Man in the game is so clearly based on Tony RDJ's performance.
Yeah.
Like he just kind of talks like him. He has this kind of smarmy kind of, you know, I'm a genius, but I'm also a jokester. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Cringy line delivery, but it's so clearly modeled after the movies.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, you know, some of the characters in the game are like not in the movies yet, so they only can base them on the comic book.
Sure.
And so you're like, there it is. There it is.
That pure.
Yeah. And so, I mean, and the game, it's just a great game. Just a great game. So, there you go.
Good.
All right.
Still counts.
Still counts. Let's move on to our picks for the best albums of the year.
Okay.
Do you want to start?
Sure. I will say this year for me was, I would say music was a bit of a weak spot.
Really?
I didn't explore as much as
You mean for you personally?
For me personally, yeah. For my
There's
own,
a lot of great music.
No.
that came out
I'm
this
not
year.
saying it was a bad year for music. I'm saying I didn't expand my palette or my search for new music as much as I would have liked to. So I've heard about a lot of really good albums that I have not listened to.
Yeah.
I know of, heard great things about, but haven't listened to.
Yeah.
And I mean, the same can be said for my list of movies, and I'm sure both of our lists of movies.
Yeah.
There's just no way to see or watch it all or listen to it all. So, you know, obviously it should go without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. These lists are the best of what we have listened to, and the best of what we have watched.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the thing is, like, it's hard to get to a lot of that stuff, and even harder when you're trying to do all of these things, and the only incentive is to just like enjoy these things for what they are.
Sure.
And there's long stretches of time where you're just like, should I listen to that new album that everyone's talking about, or should I listen to Bob Marley today? Like, I'm in a bad mood and I just want to,
or you dip a toe in and it's just not the day for it.
and then
that's happened to me a lot.
You
where
just don't come back to it because you're like,
I listen to the first couple songs of an album that's like super critically acclaimed and has this huge buzz around. I'm like, not now.
Yeah, there's a couple of albums where I was like, I'll come back.
Yeah, like I'm sure this is great, but I'm not in the right headspace for it.
I will give you a spoiler for my list. Not a lot, not any like big pop records except for one.
Sure.
One of them's pretty big.
Okay.
But otherwise, I just didn't get into the pop albums, and there were quite a few that got highly ranked. Justin Bieber's album was well received. I've seen that Rosalia's new album is like a huge album, very well received.
Yep.
Sabrina Carpenter's new album.
Yeah.
But I did not listen to any of those. I just didn't listen to them. So
That's fine. It's fine.
There's gonna be some like when you're listening. I don't want people to be like, well, what about this? What about this? We just didn't get to it. Okay, we just didn't get to it.
Please give us your recommendations, though.
Love to hear what you guys think.
Yeah. Okay. With all that, no further ado.
No further ado.
My number 10 is Alfredo 2 by Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
Great as expected. I will say this one didn't stick around with me as long as I expected it to.
Yeah.
And that's why it's number 10. But I think yet another solid project in the Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs oeuvre. And hopefully much more to come out of that collab.
Yes.
Because it was very good.
Yes.
How about you? What is your number 10?
Do you want to go back and forth?
Yeah. Why not?
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I have to put these guys in an order.
Okay.
I have an order in my head, but I just kind of made the
You
list.
didn't put numbers on them?
I didn't.
All right, you want me to just go through my list?
Just
then?
go through yours, and then
Okay.
and we'll come back to mine.
All right, my number 9 is The Hives Forever, Forever the Hives by The Hives.
I didn't even know the Hives dropped an album, so there you go.
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't either, but because I had listened to The Hives in the past, it was recommended to me, and I was like, let me give it a shot. And it turns out it's a really solid return to form. straight up the middle kind of garage rocky stuff that you would imagine the Hives should be doing. And they continue to do it well. Good stuff. Number 8 is Viagra Boys by Viagra Boys.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't miss at this point. They just keep doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Doing it well.
You know, I do think that this is a minor step down from their last album for me. But still, you know, great stuff. I like that they continue to experiment with their sound and keep it weird. So definitely enjoyed it and listened to it a ton. All right, my number 7 is Lux by Rosalia, actually.
Well, there you go. It's going to end up somewhere.
Yeah. I, like a lot of people, left this album really surprised by how it came off sonically. It's strangely classical in a lot of ways, and orchestral, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd never really paid that close attention to Rosalie in the past, so to be honest, my expectations were minimal. As in, not that I thought it was going to be bad, but in a way that, like, I didn't really know what to expect, but it wasn't this.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, it surprised me in a really good way and impressed me because I guess my expectations were set a little too low. She surprised me. It's good, interesting sonic palette that I will go back to. Number 6. Never Enough by Turnstile. Another ginormous rock band that just keeps doing it. And I think they're kind of like cresting at this peak of popularity right now, which can backfire. You know, I think there will eventually be this sort of backlash and this sort of like, you know, turning of the backs of the cool kids against Turnstile eventually.
I think it's happening a little bit.
Yeah.
Right
like
now.
they're around too much almost, and it's like, oh, it's not cool. Like, oh,
fucking Taco Bell commercials and shit now.
Right,
so.
exactly. So, like, you know, that's inevitable because they have gotten so big, but, you know, good on them because the proof's in the pudding.
Right.
It's because the music is so good. And when people say, like, there's no more good rock bands anymore, like, shut up.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Listen to Turnstile. My number 5 is Sable Fable by Bon Iver. An album, like I said before, I ended up, actually, like we were just talking about, came back to because I didn't really get it the first time.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan the first listen. I was like,
shocked.
It's fine. It's more Bon Iver.
Yeah.
But I went back and was like, no, let me give it another chance. And re-listening to it and actually listening to it and, like, being present for it, I was like, oh, okay, there we go. I had to find it, and it had to find me. And it did. And,
And it did.
You know, I think it's a nice sort of, in one part, callback to the origins of Bon Iver, but also continues to push the sound in different directions, which is something I've always appreciated about Bon Iver. Number 4 is Getting Killed by Geese.
Yeah.
Another band that is another rock band, I should say, that's absolutely exploded this year. And I see the backlash already for them.
Yeah.
Because they're everywhere. But again, for good reason, because it's a great album. And I
don't think it's fair to them.
It's not. It's really not. And it very rarely is. And it's so stupid that we see it. The older you get, the more you see it happen over and over again, where it's like, all this thing's, oh, did you hear this thing? Yeah, it's pretty good. Next project. Wow, this is like really good.
Yeah.
Mainstream catches a hold of it. This is awesome. And then everyone else goes,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
They were better before, actually.
Yeah. It's like, they're like 23 years old.
Right. Yeah. Love it. Great album. I love albums that are from genres that can be so up the middle, yet they find a way to make it weird. And you'll see that's recurring on my list. Number 3 Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams.
That was another one I didn't get to.
Incredible album. Kind of came out of nowhere. I was one of those people who saw online when she released that website that had like a retro screen on, like computer screen on it, that you could like click each individual song file, and it would play. And from then on, I was like, hey, this is actually really good. And I had low expectations, not because I don't think Hayley Williams is awesome, but because usually when a big artist goes solo, it is kind of a toss-up on whether it's going to, be awesome or be absolutely like indulgent garbage.
Right.
And I didn't know which way it would go, but upon listening to it, especially sequenced in an actual album form, I mean, I one of the best I've listened to this year. I've come back to it a lot. Sherry says it's too sad, but I love it for that. And I think it's really impressive, especially an artist that's been at it as long as Hayley Williams with Paramore, to go solo and succeed so strikingly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, my number 2, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips.
Yep.
I think just an album that could have not been as good as it is, but somehow succeeded at being as good as it is, and being up there with the best of the Clips, excuse me, not the Clips. Lose the. It's cleaner. I think it's a great return to form, and it was a really welcome surprise after all of the hype around it.
Yeah.
And it coming out and living up to it, at least to my estimation.
Oh yeah.
If not exceeding it. I was again really surprised, but happily surprised to hear that they both still got it, and they both still have, the chemistry that we had missed when Clips was no longer a thing. Mm-hmm. So happy to hear it. And finally, my number 1 shouldn't be a surprise. Debí tirar más fotos by Bad Bunny. I think this is I don't want to overstate it, but I think it is a, dare I say, important album. Mm. And in the way that it shifted the zeitgeist in a way during a time that continues to be very unfriendly to Spanish speakers in America. And to be anchored by someone who at least seems to be making decisions based off of actual principles. I think it goes beyond the album. I'm trying to speak specifically about the album itself, though. And just on a musical level, I think this was a crossover in a way that no one really expected. Though his last album was a huge success as well. This was just leaps and bounds beyond as far as success goes. Mm-hmm. So, he's doing the Super Bowl. What else can you say?
Right.
At this point. So, yeah, I think it is a great album, and I think a lot of people's sort of their expectations for what a pop star could look like in 2025 was shifted when this album came out. So, yeah, when we look back at 2025, I think that's going to be the album people are going to point to. Oh, as yeah. I will. And that's my top 10. I will say I had For Melancholy Brunettes and Sad Women by Japanese Breakfast on there as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Infinite Mob Deep.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah. And I had some others as well, but those are my 2 top honorable mentions.
Yeah. No False Idols by Marco Dupa. That's okay, though.
It came out too late.
It came out too late. Yeah, some of my honorable mentions would be like some of the Legend Has It series. I almost had Victory by Slick Rick on my album, but it just didn't make it. It was an early front runner because it came out early in the year, and I was like, this is a tremendous album.
It was the Landlord song, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Landlord song does not help, man. It really, really doesn't help. Even in jest, it's like,
have you thought about the landlords?
It's just terrible timing. couldn't be worse timing on a song.
Come on, Grandpa.
The De La Soul album was fantastic. But my top 10, I mean, these albums just kind of edged it out.
Okay.
So starting at number 10, I have Mike, Showbiz. Mike has been bubbling on the underground for a long time. He's one of those guys that just like releases album after album. I think he releases like 1 or 2 albums a year. And if you're like tapped into that like underground kind of mid-underground hip-hop scene, like Fly Anakin, Mike, Rock Marciano to a lesser extent. I think he's gotten bigger than that level at this point. But Mac Homie certainly, I don't know, El Camino, guys like that.
We get it. You have bona fides.
Then Showbiz was just a great album, and needs to be talked about more.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You're talking about it.
There you go. Number 9 is Tyler. Don't Tap That Glass. Yeah.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, it was. He came right behind Chromacopia.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? What's happening? He completely shifts. Every time he drops something, he just completely shifts. He has these characters, these kind of narratives that when he first started popping, you could kind of, these first couple of like Odd Future albums were just a horrorcore shock rap shit. But post, obviously, we all know the story of like his turn after or his turn with Flower Boy, and then what transcended from there. But it is very interesting if you go back and watch the trajectory with like hindsight glasses, watching Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me When You Get Lost, Chromacopia, and now Don't Tap That Glass. What it takes to completely shift the sound and the narrative each time you come out with something is really, really impressive.
And it sound good.
It
not be bad.
Yeah. And Don't Tap That Glass had a very specific idea in mind, which is to get up off your ass and have a good time. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Number 8, I got Viagra Boys. I've become like just a massive Viagra Boys fan.
Same.
So when they drop anything, I'm like, drop everything. We're going to listen to Viagra Boys.
Yeah.
And I agree. Their previous album, I think, was just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because it seemed more focused.
Yeah, it was more
a conceptual,
more coherent.
Yeah,
there
was very clearly an idea that they were going for with their last album, and this one kind of seems like a little looser, more fun, and I appreciate that. But I do really dig the concept album.
Yeah.
Speaking of concept albums, I have at number 7 Billy Woods, Gollywog.
I've seen a lot of people talk about that one.
Dark, masterful imagery and lyricism. I mean, Billy Woods is like the stereotypical hard to get into underground rapper. So if somebody listens after my recommendation and they're like, what the fuck? I get it. But I do think if you sat down and you listened to his album and you like read the lyrics as he was going through, you'd be going, oh my God, this is like James Baldwin level stuff of like, this is, it's an incredible album.
Yeah.
Number 6, I've got Dijon, Baby.
Oh.
So Dijon, basically the producer of the year. He produced Justin Bieber's Swag, or I guess a couple of tracks on there. Produced some stuff on Bon Iver's album. Then he dropped his own album, and it's just like that kind of heart-aching modern R&B, kind of like, I don't know what I guess the mainstream would call like alternative R&B or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Frank Ocean, urban R&B, yeah. But whatever label you want to put on it, listen to Baby by Dijon. This one's gonna throw you for a loop.
Oh,
number 5, rounding out my top 5, Panda Bears, Sinister Grift.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I got into
after
it
all these
bit.
years.
I got into it late.
Panda Bear still at it.
He's still at it.
Okay.
And the album he put out really made me think of like that era of the Beach Boys after Pet Sounds when they were just doing weird, kind of dark, where you're like, these are still pop songs.
Yeah.
And there's still these beautiful melodies and this orchestral sound and, but I don't know. It's just
when the 60s died,
yeah,
everything got darker.
And then you're like, what's going on with the Beach Boys, man?
Sinister.
And they're called the Beach Boys and yeah. And Panda Bear still got it.
Okay.
He still got it.
All right.
Number 4, Bon Iver. I was on it early.
I know.
When it
You
came
were.
out.
You told me. I listened to it and I went,
This was a nice change of pace for him, for Bon Iver. He starting to get into this really electronic, folk, weird thing
yeah.
that I was a fan of, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Glitchy and weird.
Yeah. But it did feel like it kind of reached its apex. And it was kind of like, where else is he going to go?
I didn't want to hear a retread of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he kind of, he dropped the EP. And the EP was like, oh, he's kind of going back to the acoustic, stripped down for Emma stuff. And I honestly was like, oh, that's cool. I dig that. But I was kind of hoping he'd keep pushing whatever thing he was pushing. Mm-hmm. And then when the full length dropped, I was like, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Dig it.
Yep.
My number 3 album is Bad Bunny. I think it...
So you're racist.
Well, that's not entirely true. I do...
You don't want Mas photos?
I agree with everything that you said. Your entire sentiment about the album and Bad Bunny's stance in like the global market. But more than anything else, it's just a really great album. It's just a really fun listen. It's just like it's a great time. It's just a really good musical journey
and
that he takes you on.
A fusion of like old and new. I forgot to mention. There's a lot of like salsa in it and bomba and lots of traditional Latin sounds and specifically Puerto Rican sounds that didn't really get the limelight until now.
Well, and it's hard to do that and for people to, I think maybe because it's so unearthed, I guess, in the mainstream, it was a lot of people going, oh wow, look at this.
This is new.
It would be difficult for like, say, a rapper to have a track on their album that was just an 80s boom bap song and people not go, what are we doing here? And Bad Bunny does that equivalently very well. Yeah. Taking that old school sound, bringing it into 2025, updating it while still being super traditional with it. Yeah. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
My top 2 album of the year is Geese Getting Killed. I was blown away by this album. Put it on, and the first track, Trinidad, the kid's just screaming, there's a bomb in my car, and I was just like, I'm ready to fucking take my car off the road. Yeah! This is my shit. I don't care what anybody says. It is not overrated.
No,
it is. It's a fucking killer of an album. It is. It's fucking awesome. Getting killed.
No,
but
blown away. There's a gun in the art. Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious if you couldn't tell by my list. Number 1 is Clips.
Yeah,
I think that growing up a big Clips fan, watching their careers, watching Pusha T continue on in his solo career and drop, especially his last 2 albums, Daytona and It's Almost Dry. Both of those I think are modern classics.
Absolutely.
And then, like you said, the hype that started to kind of bubble when they started doing tracks together and you're like, oh, Malice is not, he's like back and they're like actually talking that fly shit. And they had that track that leaked with the Louis Vuitton show. And I guess I shouldn't say leaked because it was part of the show.
Yeah.
But you're listening to that, debuted. Yeah. You're listening to that and you're going like, this is fucking, this is
actually really good.
Crazy dope. Like, are they actually gonna?
Dare I hope to dream?
Right. And then the singles drop, and you're like, Ace Trumpets is fucking blowing your face off, and then So Be It, and you're just like, this is gonna happen. This is actually gonna happen. And then the album comes out, and you listen to it all the way through, and you're like, they did it again.
Yeah.
They did it again
with Pharrell.
Yeah. So, I think they straight up dropped a modern classic.
Yeah.
I think it belongs in the what was the
Pantheon.
word? Pantheon. Thank you. Of their, I shouldn't say Coke rap classics because they don't they excuse me. What's really subtle, I guess, about how good Clips is that they trick you into thinking that they talk about the same thing over and over and over again. And they really subtly, and I think that that's what's really masterful about mid-career Jay-Z as well.
Yeah.
Is he tricked people into thinking that all he did was just like a pop star kind of rapper once he kind of blew up after like Volume 3. But there's real subtlety in the kind of stuff that's being referenced, the little things that they throw out here and there.
There's evolution. There's maturity. It does change.
And there's like a darkness and a deepness to the stuff that they're saying, they're referencing, while also still kind of getting jiggy, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's a perfect album, front to back. And yeah, like I said, modern classic.
Well, and I think too, if I can add a little bit to that as well, is Malice clearly is still talking about what he wants to talk about, and is still being godly in his own way, but it's still, and I think because he's being true to himself, it still works.
Right.
It still works so well within the storytelling.
I think he kind of lost himself with Till the Casket Drops. I think he was on his way out. He was very clearly like disenfranchised or jaded with the rap game. And this time off from modern rap, because he still drops stuff, but I think his time off from like modern hip hop and trying to be in the zeitgeist gave him enough time to kind of sit back and go, kind of take stock of who he is as a rapper and who he is as a man and how he presents himself as an artist.
You could hear that in the interviews too. Like he's talking all about how he was disheartened by the entire music system, and that's why he left in the first place. And it sounded like he needed that break. Yeah. But he came back fully charged and has some of the best verses on the album.
He definitely out-raps Pusha T on multiple tracks.
Yeah.
Which I thought was never going to happen again. Sure. I thought after Hell Hath No Fury, there was never going to be an instance where Malice rapped better than Pusha T. And there are multiple verses that could be verse of the year. Mm-hmm. All right. That is our music lists.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's move right along and finish strong.
Move right along.
That doesn't work at all.
It doesn't. No, it's not good.
To our top list for movies.
Yeah.
And I only have 5, so I'm gonna start with on this one. Ooh, excuse me. Rounding out the top 5, I am starting with Weapons. Again, another movie that I'm like, I don't agree with the detractors who are now starting to come out of the woodwork and are talking about it's overrated, this, confusing that, doesn't really work, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I won't hear any of it.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. It's a thought provoker. I mean, it's not like a fucking, it's not blowing your head top off, but it's a movie that sticks with you. And you watch it again with clearer eyes, and you start to the pieces start to kind of fall in place a little bit more, or maybe they don't. Sometimes you just have to walk away from it and wonder about what the fuck you just watched.
Yep.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Audiences should be okay with that. And I think people are they're too okay with needing answers and being angry that they don't get all the answers.
Yeah.
Number 4, I got 28 Years Later. Incredible. There's no way that Danny Boyle and co were going to come back and make a movie.
It's like Clips.
Right. You're just like, there's no shot. Yeah. There's no way that they can come back all these years later and make a good movie.
Yeah.
And you'd be wrong.
Danny Boyle and Alex Garland.
Because it was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's got me and you
Yeah.
excited about this new trilogy that
it's
they're working on.
The sequel's coming so soon.
Doing the Bone Kingdom or
Temple.
the Bone Temple.
Nia DaCosta. Let's freaking go.
So good.
Early reviews are saying it's incredible.
Woo! Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah,
wait. These next two are your fault.
Okay.
Number 3, Eddington.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was again another shocker, another movie
Yeah.
where you're like, this shouldn't be this good, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way this is going to be as good as people have said,
Yeah.
and it is. Great twist ending,
Mm-hmm.
supremely acted all the way around, kind of off kilter, kind of darkly funny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say topical. Formerly topical, but you get it, it's more of like a looking back on it, how we were perceiving those things at the time.
Yeah.
And done really well in that respect.
Yeah.
Number 2, I know this is really high for this movie, but I don't care. It just stuck with me, and I couldn't stop thinking about it for like a week. The Long Walk. I couldn't stop thinking about it.
I have no shame in that rating, my friend. Because same. Yeah.
It was such a. I mean, it was a devastating movie. Everyone in it is incredible.
Act their asses off.
Just for no reason at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
little movie.
It. I think it's the dark horse, the shock of the year. I don't see a lot of people talking about it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was amazing. Yeah. I thought it was an amazing movie.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then number 1, it's got to be Sinners. Timothée Chalamet just won the Critics' Choice Award for Best Actor, and I'm sure that Marty Supreme is as good as everyone is saying it is. But the fact that Michael B. Jordan didn't win,
Yeah.
I mean, all I'm going to say is Timothée Chalamet, number 1, if I see you in the streets.
Just know it's on.
And number 2, I mean, this better be, when we finally sit down and watch it.
There's been so much said about his performance. Like, it has to be like everything that they're saying it is.
It better be.
Yeah.
It better be.
Yeah.
Because if he beat Michael B. Jordan at the Critics' Choice Awards and he beats him at the Oscars,
Yeah.
I think this was the performance for Michael B. Jordan. This was the one. I mean, he's obviously been a massive star for years now,
Sure.
but we're finally in that level of, because people started to cool on him a little bit, and they were like, maybe he's not as good as we thought he was. And then he does this movie, and you're like, oh no, never mind, we were wrong.
Yeah.
He's incredible. He's incredible, and not just that, but I mean, we did the Sinners spoiler cast.
That's right.
And just everything about it, historical context, modern context, Coogler's direction, Delroy Lindo's performance, all of the supporting cast. Just, it's one of those movies that
Soundtrack.
is going to be, one of those movies that's just going to be talked about for years and years and years to come. And I think it's the best movie of the year, or at least the best movie that I watched this year. More apropos.
Sure. I respect that. It's a strong list.
Thank you.
I will go on with mine.
Please.
My number 10 is Mickey 17. A movie that everyone seems to have forgotten. Was not a box office success. Was a critical one, however. And I think... I've seen this online, and I can only hope it to turn out to be true, and that is that Mickey 17 is destined to become a cult classic in time. Because it feels that way in a modern context in which, like, it is such a well-made, well-crafted, entertaining movie with great performances throughout, but nobody saw it. And that leads me to hope that it's available enough that people just kind of stumble upon it, and there's some word of mouth eventually, because it deserves to be watched. It is a crowd pleaser. It is really weird at the same time. It's a lot of fun. And I think that if you're at all in the mood for like an off-kilter sci-fi kind of movie, give it a shot. Highly recommend it. Number 9 for me is Predator: Killer of Killers.
Oh.
The animated Predator film. I thought and still think that this is one of the best Predator franchise movies. Top to bottom, I mean, not only well animated, obviously, but like a really fun idea for a Predator movie, which is making it essentially like what are they called, where it's different stories in the same movie? Anthology, yes, an anthology movie with different time periods in which the Predator hunts down these warriors. I think it's just a concept that you can do forever with different time periods and places. So I just had a ton of fun with it. I think it was a great sort of setup for the future of Predator, and hopefully they play with that more in the future.
It's too bad Badlands sucks.
I still need to see it because
I need your opinion on it.
I can't believe that that's true. It boggles the mind.
Well, it's highly reviewed, so it's got like a 79 or an 80 something on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's not like this is me being on the other side.
Sure.
Saying that it fucking sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll give it a shot. I'll go into it with a hopeful heart, but I have to be honest. You saying that makes me really sad.
Yeah.
Because
well, especially after watching that Predator movie.
Yeah.
And then watching Badlands, was like, what happened?
What?
We had an idea in mind. We had a good idea in mind.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I have to watch it. Okay, number 8, Warfare. Speaking of Alex Garland.
Yeah.
This was I can't speak from experience, but from what combat vets say, is one of the most realistic depictions of war ever put on film. I think a lot of people won't love this movie because it's not really a story. It's just like a slice of life it's told in real time, and it is kind of like, reminds me a lot of Black Hawk Down, but if it was told specifically within like, I don't know, a 2-hour portion of that fight.
Yeah.
It's harrowing. It's a true story. They talked to the actual vets who were there at the time. And it is, I think, really eye-opening, and as anti-war as a war movie can be. There's that entire conversation that no media can possibly be anti-war because it is inherently for entertainment,
right?
Which I understand, and I can see the side of, but I think this movie does a really good job of like really underlining like how inglorious and how dirty and like unfair the entire idea of warfare is. So I highly recommend it. I think it's a really well-made movie. Check it out. Number 7 is Superman.
I forgot about Superman.
Yeah. Superman, I think, is a great foundation for what's to come for the rest of this new DC universe. As a movie, incredibly likable, good performances, good comedic moments. I think it was really almost like an experiment, it's a good litmus test for what's to come. And I have the feeling that we're going to get even better movies from here. But I love the fact that it is such a positive movie, and it left me beaming with hope in a dark time.
Yeah.
So for that alone, number 7, Superman. Number 6 is going to be a Frankenstein.
Ooh.
Guillermo del Toro's take on Frankenstein that he has wanted to make since he was a child, apparently.
What's that face for? Oh, sad story.
Sad movie.
Sad movie.
I thought Jacob Elordi did so well in this movie. As somebody who hasn't really seen him in much, I thought he was fantastic as the monster. and or the creature, I should say. Excuse me. It's racist.
Well, he is a monster.
It's not a monster. He's a baby.
I'm not a monster.
But yeah, I mean, I thought everyone did great in the movie, performance-wise. I think it can almost go without saying, but the look of the thing is just immaculate because GDT knows what he's doing. Clearly had an eye for it. Clearly had passion for it, and I think the way it's told is really interesting as well. One of my favorite tellings of the Frankenstein story. So. All right. So number 5, The Long Walk.
Yeah.
Everything you said, and then some. I mean, incredible acting, great script, well shot. Just such a simple but effective plot device that never lets up.
Yeah.
And topical, and I think really does its subject matter well. So highly recommend people go out and watch that one. I think it's going to be another one that people are going to come back to eventually.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Number 4, 28 years later.
Yeah.
I mean, I was so surprised that it was so good.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more excited for this trilogy coming out of 28 years later, and that has me a little scared.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want them to fall flat on their face, but so far, so good. Number 3, Weapons. I think it is such a well-made horror mystery. Mm-hmm. I love the performances. I love the fact that you can tell that there's like such thought put into every shot. I think comes through the screen, and some people were disappointed by the end of it. I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. I wasn't. I thought the twist, if you can call it that, was fine and well founded and made perfect sense for the world that we were in. I had a great time. I thought it at times, as people have said ad nauseum, at times the movie is horrific and scary. At other times it is hilarious. And I think it's another crowd pleaser that never gets to a place where you feel like so uncomfortable you never want to watch it again. Like Barbarian. I feel like Barbarian is another one that's a crowd pleaser that's a lot of fun dealing with very dark subject matter.
Yeah.
So good times. Number 2 is Eddington. I think Eddington is a modern classic. I think it is so... It does the pandemic era so well that I think it ended up getting backlash for it. Because it is such a complicated, confusing time that people got mad that the movie didn't take sides.
Right.
But I think that's the entire point, is that like you can't really do that. There were essentially, the movie says there are assholes everywhere.
Yeah.
And politics is ineffective because of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And even if you're trying to do the right thing, it can be done in the wrong way. And even if you're doing bad things, sometimes things work out in the right way. And this is how dumb our society becomes because of this fear, because of these circumstances. It's just a commentary. It's a running commentary on modern America.
I think it's unfair to be like, I know people, myself included, are tired of the, both sides suck argument.
Of course.
Because it goes, okay, so then I guess we're done talking, right?
Yeah.
Because there's dumb Democrats and there's dumb Republicans, so there's nothing else to talk about, I guess. But this movie is less about, there's idiots on both sides, and more about this is how it really was at that point.
Yes.
This is the confusion,
how do we deal with this?
Yeah, the jumps to judgment on each thing. Every time that there was a new update, it was like, well, they just told us that we can't do that. Now we can do that. Like, that was real sentiment.
Yeah.
at that point in time, and there was
And I especially like the fact that it shows where a lot of that sentiment comes from.
yeah.
You know, the feelings of emasculation,
Right.
by saying, "Oh, I have to wear this diaper on my face," you
Yeah.
know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you can see where these characters are coming from without siding with them.
Right.
You know, it isn't about that. It isn't about there are bad guys on both sides. So
No.
look in the mirror, buddy.
No.
It's not about that at all. It is showing that there were bad actors on both sides, but also it was a confusing time and people didn't know as human beings how to react to that, and brought their own traumas, their own inadequacies to that conversation, and that's why it failed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love how complex it is. I love that there's a lot to chew on, and as you said, the performances are incredible throughout. Number one, Sinners. Who would have thought?
Right.
Modern classic.
Modern
I think
classic.
a modern classic blockbuster movie with a capital M. You know, I
Fuck you, Variety.
yeah. And I really, really hope that specifically Delroy Lindo gets his flowers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the further I get away from my last watch of the movie, the more I think about his performance specifically and his character, and the depth that he brings to the movie. I think is something that was needed, and was just the perfect ingredient to add to that stew.
Yeah.
To really make it stick.
Yeah.
So I loved it.
You know what's funny? I have been thinking about Delroy Lindo because I've been seeing him in the news a little bit, like entertainment news and stuff. People are talking about the movie again. And I remember thinking, like, when I was a kid watching Romeo Must Die, he plays Aaliyah's dad. And even when I was a kid, I remember thinking, I didn't obviously know the word gravitas. But I understood inherently that he brought something serious to this dumb movie.
Yeah.
That he was so good in it, in all of this ridiculousness that was going on around him.
Yeah.
All of the wire work and all of the dumb football scenes and all of the... And he, like, his performance was so, like, grounded and real. Even when you're a kid, you watch it and go, like, he seems to be in another movie.
Yeah.
He's acting his ass off for no reason.
Why is nobody else acting like this?
Right. So yeah, I mean, from the jump, from my own personal jump, obviously he's been in a ton of movies before Romeo Must Die.
Sure.
But from then it was like he's something. Yeah, he deserves his flowers.
He has an interview with of all people, Denzel, who's interviewing him.
Oh yeah,
because they knew each other from back in the day.
Oh
in New York.
Well, they were in
acting.
They were in Malcolm X.
Yeah. Which is a really good watch. Check it out on YouTube. I think it's actually on the official WB channel.
WB Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a for your consideration for the Oscars type situation.
Sure.
So
it's not one of these like actors on actors like the
No,
Hollywood
no.
Reporter or something.
No, they were doing like a it must have been a screening, and they were at like a school or something, and they did
okay.
little interview afterwards.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check
It's
that
awesome.
out. That's
It's
cool.
great. Yeah.
I'm into that.
That being said, I have some runners up, and that includes The Naked Gun,
Yeah.
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Yeah, I was gonna do Dead Reckoning, but I only thought of 5, and I thought, well, if I put Dead Reckoning, it'd be 6.
Yeah,
And then I couldn't just do
you
that.
can go further than that. Yeah. Bring Her Back, which a lot of people don't talk about, but
Yeah. Heard that
good
one was
horror
good.
movie.
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Sure. Do you want me to comment on that?
I'd like you to watch the movie, Marco.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Thunderbolts. That was a good time.
Yeah.
Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
And
There's
the
a couple
monkey.
I forgot
the
about.
monkey.
Oh, the monkey.
So much fun.
The monkey.
The monkey. And
The monkey. Yeah, the monkey was good.
monkey was fun.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the cheers of the year.
Yep.
Do you have any resolutions or any kind of goals for 2026 that you want to talk about publicly? You don't have to. You can keep them to yourself.
Yeah, no, I as usual, I want to get healthier.
Yeah, sure.
And be better to myself.
Everybody wants to be better.
But
Everybody wants to be better.
other than that though, because that's just kind of basic and say that every year.
Yeah.
I really am on a quest to really dig into my roots more.
Ooh.
I really do want to go to Puerto Rico finally.
Yeah.
I want to, see where I mean, according to Ancestry.com, where my entire dad's side of the family's from originally for generations and generations. And I think now's the time. I've gotten old enough that as a kid, it was never given to me, that sort of opportunity to go.
Yeah.
So now I have to, it's upon me to do it now. And I see it as more than a vacation. I want to actually reconnect in a way. And I find that more and more important as I get older, because our families and parents aren't going to be around forever. So I think now's a good time to start reconnecting and kind of trying to quote go back home, in a way.
Yeah.
So
before they force you back home.
yeah. If they allow me to, because apparently they shut down the airports the other day.
They did?
Yeah.
They just shut them down completely? Wait, in Puerto Rico or MCO?
In Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a little conflict going on not too far from there.
Yeah, heard about that.
They're continuing to use Puerto Rico as essentially a air base.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, now it's American.
Yeah.
Now it's American.
Yeah, right. Oh,
when we need a presence out there, it's American.
We forgot about you guys.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
Have some more toilet paper, or paper towels.
There you go.
But yeah, that's sort of my my main goal for this year is to really do more research, dig deeper, look more into my family and the culture, and try to reconnect in any way I can, because I am so American. So
I like that.
Thank you.
That. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it actually is to. It's I got some stuff bubbling right now.
Okay.
And some stuff I can't talk about because I want it to come to fruition. I feel like if I talk about it, it'll not.
Okay.
At least publicly.
Sure.
But or rather, it would be embarrassing if it didn't come to fruition and I talked about it.
I have realized over time, at least for me, sometimes talking about plans makes them not happen.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you did something by announcing it,
right?
And then the onus isn't on you anymore because it's in the
you did
ether.
the thing. You talked
said
about it. You brought it up.
You got that little bit of juice by saying, "I'm going to do this big thing."
Yeah, you got that jolt of electricity, and that was all you needed. That's all you needed.
Yeah. And then it never happens.
Yeah.
So
But I'm excited about some of the things that are seeming to be happening, and we're going to see those things to fruition.
Yeah. You got goals. You got plans.
I got goals. I got plans.
That's good.
And as far as it's the easy resolution to make, but yeah, being kinder to myself physically, mentally, emotionally. I need to definitely sexually.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm rough. I need to be
dry hands.
I usually
rough.
Yeah, it's really it's I keep the rings on.
Oh, God,
so I have to really think about. I have to look inward and really think about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I gotta just, I'm just trying to eat a little bit better.
Yeah. Sure.
Work out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Nothing, no drastic. I'm not gonna, do like a 500-day challenge or some bullshit like that. Sure. But just doing little incremental changes, things that aren't chalked up to, I did it. I did the first 3 months of this workout or whatever. Really refocusing. I got a doctor's appointment set up. I went to the dentist. All these little things that people should be doing every year that I've been kind of lax on. I'm trying to do now. So.
Well, good, because you know what?
What?
You deserve it.
Oh, thank you.
You need to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
No one else will do it for you.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Can't call my mother every time.
Nope.
Although I did this last time.
I do all the time. It's fine.
I set up the dentist appointment and the
good.
doctor's appointment without her.
It's great.
And then I called her and I told her I did it, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of you." And I was like, "I'm 35."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, you got to get the little juice.
Yeah, I got the
You
little
just
juice.
need a little juice.
You get the little juice.
Yeah.
Get the little juice. All right. Let's review these brewskis.
Sure.
Okay. So tonight's brew was the Kombine or Kombine, however you pronounce it. I've heard it Kombine.
Kombine. Why didn't you tell me?
What'd you say?
I said combine.
Yeah, well, I've heard
Like an
Kombine as
idiot.
well, but I've also heard Kombine. We have to look it up. I don't know, because Kombine doesn't really sound Belgian or German or Bavarian.
It's really Italian.
It's
Kombine.
Kombine. So it may not be that. I may just be talking out of my ass.
Oh.
Kombine, Kombine. It is a unfiltered Helles collaboration between St. Bernardus and Weihenstephan. What'd you think, Kobe?
I think we're starting strong, and this is a 5 for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little sweet, but it has that unfiltered kind of. It's hard to put to words, but like that hazy quality on your palate.
Yeah.
That I really like.
Yeah.
I love the combo. I think it is a very
The
good-
Kombine?
The Kombine. Arrivederci. Yes.
I agree. I'm also going to go with a 5. We had this on tap at Red Light for like a split second. It
Yeah.
sold out almost immediately
That's funny.
because it was so good. Everyone
Yeah.
was crushing it.
Well, and the two huge names
Yeah.
in beer. So.
Right. And that was a big selling point. And then
Yeah.
when you actually drink it, you're like, oh, okay,
Yep.
obviously.
Uh-huh.
And I saw this when I was picking up some other stuff, and I was like, you know what? I haven't had it out of the bottle. We haven't had it on the show, so
Yeah.
let's do it. And yeah, I think this is a good start to the year.
Agreed.
So unanimous 5. Obi, you think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer and Podcast, first episode of the year, last episode of last year for the best of. So let's start strong. Let's bring in this new year. Hopefully, we get some kind of what am I trying to say?
You know what you
Robert, go watch Avatar, so that we can talk about Avatar next week.
Please, Rob. Please.
Otherwise,
We need you.
drink delicious beer
Yes.
and have yourself a beautiful evening.
We love you.
Lost to be found by someone to save you
what are we
when you're
doing?
down.
Grow up.
Yes, I'm bored when it's bright.
Sorry, I was trying to